Hi, and welcome to TUTV 1923. My name is Zeta Simon.
And I'm Joe McCurdy. I'm the only sane person on this set. Nice to meet you, Zeta.
Nice to meet you, Joseph. Welcome to the year 1923.
I'm so happy to be here. Tell me, what is 1923 like?
Well, it is just fabulous. It's absolutely roaring, going to all the clubs, dancing, doing the Charleston. What is it like living in 2023? I can't even think of the year.
It's good. We're in a time where both men and women have rights. So I don't know what that's like in 1923.
I will say.
But it's pretty good in 2023. So that's all I'm going to say.
I will say, I was there whenever women got the vote in 1920, just 3 years ago. It was quite a spectacle, suffragettes and such. So it's quite interesting to be a part of such a historical time, even though we have much further to go, Joseph.
You have very much further to go. But on that note, I think we're going to pass it on to the news.
Yes, we have some very interesting stories today to hear.
I think you're going to enjoy it quite a lot because this is all news that you've never heard before. So if you have any questions, I think you should just ask me, your resident sane person.
All right, well, maybe at the end of the episode we'll hear some more about this year of 2023, 100 years from now.
Cannot wait. We'll see you soon.
Howdy, folks. I'm Edwin Charleston.
And I'm Cletus Johnson. Hey, we got some groundbreaking news, both yonder and locally. Let's hop right into there. On November 14th, the Weimar Republic all announced that they would suspend all reparation payments stemming from the Great War. This follows their claims that France and Belgium violated the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. This decision was made as Germany continues to face disastrous inflation and political dissent and extremism. According to the Chicago Daily Tribune, Heinrich Albert, a German politician selected to become the new chancellor by President Friedrich Ebert, was blocked from filling the position by nationalist member of the Reichstag. Friedrich Ebert has recently turned to Adam Stegerwald as a new candidate for the position. It is likely that the German nationalists will once again oppose this choice.
Irish Republican Army intelligence officer Andy O'Sullivan died last Tuesday after going 40 days on a hunger strike. During the recent civil war in Ireland, O'Sullivan was apprehended by the Free State forces and interned in Mountjoy prison. Even after the conclusion of the war, he remained in prison, held without trial. This was and still is the case for thousands of other Irish prisoners across Northern Ireland. On the 14th of the month prior, O'Sullivan and roughly 300 other imprisoned men decided to go on a hunger strike. The strikes are in protest of the conditions to which the Irish Republican prisoners are being subjected to, including internment without a charge or trial, forced prison labor, and the uncertainty for their statuses as political prisoners. The day after O'Sullivan's death, the hunger strike was finally called off.
Oklahoma Governor Jack C. Walton was removed from office on November 19th following his conviction of charges of corruption and abuse of power. This is the first time a governor in Oklahoma has been impeached. Martin E. Trapp, third lieutenant governor of Oklahoma, has replaced Walton as the new governor. He is now the sixth governor of the state of Oklahoma. In a recent interview with the press, Trapp has announced some of his goals as governor, including his intention to better regulate and even abolish certain secret organizations, including the Ku Klux Klan. His other aims as governor include implementing conservation programs and establishing as a state bureau.
This Christmas shopping season, banks across the nation offer thousands for Christmas Club members. A Christmas Club savings account allows parents to open a special savings account for the holiday shopping season while teaching their children how to save money. With the Christmas Funds account, depositors can earn interest throughout the year, potentially earning thousands by the beginning of December from their bank. Banks across the nation report a significant increase in the Christmas funds this year, according to the Star Gazette. The amount distributed is, quote, far greater than any previous year, end quote. Check in with your local banking institution today to find out how you can benefit from a Christmas Club savings account. Christmas shopping will never be more simple and plentiful.
Last Thursday, 3 men were arrested by Tulsa and Sapulpa officers after the men embarked on a drunken wild ride throughout the county. The 3 Tulsan men, J.W. Miller, J.E. Downey, and F.D. Garlinghouse, alleged mixed corn whiskey and gasoline together, brewing the perfect concoction for trouble. The trio then drove recklessly from Tulsa County to Creek County with speeds as high as 60 miles an hour during the police's pursuit of the motor vehicle. During the wild ride, the trio hit and damaged several other cars. Prior to the vehicle pursuit, victim L.I. Folk claims that the men had damaged his car with a hammer and Garlinghouse had threatened him at gunpoint. He was ordered to walk down the road away from his stalled car as the men demolished Folk's vehicle, even tearing loose the fenders. Well, my good friend, it's almost the holiday season. What were you thinking about getting that new Model T car that everybody been talking about?
Well, partner, I've been thinking about, definitely buying me a new Model T. I must be honest, quite pricey this holiday season. But...
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was really unfortunate about the poor young man that had his car beaten up and almost was robbed at gunpoint. That was not very nice of them.
Yeah.
But that's all we got today, folks. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Peace.
Hi, and welcome to the TUTV interview. All right, today I'm here with Matthew Scribner. So great to have you here. Now, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Totally. My name is Matthew Scribner. I am a film studies and economics major here. This is my last semester. And yeah, I've been a part of TUTV for a really long time.
Wow, that is so fascinating. So, can you tell me a little bit about how you came to be on TUTV?
Honestly, I've wanted to be here since before I even came to school here. It was the first club I saw when I was looking through the list, and I was very thankful to get to join, even with COVID going on and everything. And I met all the cool people here. I knew it was the spot.
That's so wonderful. Now tell me, what is it that you do here at TUTV?
Okay, well, now I'm kind of retired director, but back in the day I started off on camera, worked up to floor manager, then started working up in the booth, doing teleprompter and other stuff, then became assistant director, then director. Yeah.
So you said that you are a film studies major. Have you had a senior project? What have you been working on?
Yeah, I'm working on an animated show right now, doing all the art and the music, and I'm working with my co-creator, Bryce. He wrote the script, so yeah, it's coming along.
When will that be finished? When can we watch this?
Hopefully at the end of the semester. Might need another month or two to work on it, but yeah, it's coming.
Can you tell me a piece of advice that you would give to someone joining TUTV for the first time?
I think there are a ton of cool roles that you can do here, and I think it's worth trying out a little bit of everything. I've mostly been on the behind camera side of things, but I think it's really cool to see people try all the different roles, because I've learned so much about directing, obviously, but also editing and sound stuff and how the cameras work and just all of that. And I think working on packages is another great way to learn a lot. Just kind of be thrown in, have to learn all the skills at once.
Lovely. Now, my final question for you. Do you have a favorite TUTV memory?
Favorite TUTV memory? That's tough. I think it's been working on packages. I think working on, I don't know if you remember, but the TikTok addiction packages back in the day. That was really fun. Working on the street interview package, the ghost hunting package. Those have been the best memories for me here.
That is so wonderful to hear. Well, we thank you so much for all the time you have spent with us here at TUTV, and thank you for the interview. We'll see you guys later.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to TUTV. I'm Cletus Johnson.
And I am Shirley Temple. We got some exciting sports news for y'all today, so let's jump right into it. Tulsa football closes out their 2023 season in dramatic fashion with a road win over the East Carolina Pirates that ended in a last-second field goal victory, 29-27. Tulsa ended the year 4-8 in the first year under Kevin Wilson, worse than the previous year where Tulsa went 5-7. This marks Tulsa's second straight season without a bowl game appearance. Tulsa's season saw a lot of road bumps, with 4 different quarterbacks seeing the field over the course of the season. Tulsa also had 4 losses that came in one-possession games in a season where Tulsa could not get over the hump. There's always next season to look forward to.
Tulsa basketball dropped their first game of the season, losing in overtime to the 1-4 Little Rock Trojans 82-84. It was a game plagued by bad shooting and turnovers as Tulsa was a combined 4 of 23 from beyond the arc and had 16 turnovers. Freshman Tyshawn Archie continues to impress as the freshman racked up 17 points on 16 minutes of playing time coming off the bench. Carlos Williams made a clutch 2-point jumper to force overtime as the shot clock expired, but Tulsa could not clean things up in overtime. The Golden Hurricane are still searching to match their 5 total wins from the 2022 season as they face off against crosstown rivals ORU on Saturday.
The Lady Golden Hurricane made a run in the Val Chancellor Classic, defeating the 4-2 Clemson Tigers 74-64. In the game against Clemson, Tamara Poindexter put up 26 points on 39% shooting, making it 6 straight games over 20 points. While Clemson outshot TU from three-point line, the Golden Hurricane won the turnover battle with only 9 to their 14 and had 33 rebounds to Clemson's 31. Tulsa would later lose to Mississippi State 102-58 in the final game of the tournament. Tulsa will take an undefeated TCU on Friday in Fort Worth.
Tulsa's women volleyball finished the regular season on a 4-game winning streak, capping it off with a 3-1 victory over the Charlotte Miners. For the first time since 2019, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane finished their season with a winning record as well as a winning conference record with big wins over Ole Miss, Michigan State, and North Texas. Tulsa's resume earned their spot in the National Invitational Volleyball Championship, which will be its 8th overall postseason appearance in school history and 4th time in the NIVC. In a win-or-go-home style bracket, Tulsa will face the University of Missouri-Kansas City Kangaroos as they fight for a chance to play the victor of Arkansas State versus Wichita State.
The NBA is looking into allegations made on social media that Oklahoma City Thunder guard Josh Giddey had an inappropriate relationship with a minor, according to league spokesperson Mike Bass. The league initiated the inquiry after social media posts were made allegedly connecting Giddey, 21, to an underage female. Giddey and Thunder coach Mark Delaganot declined to comment when asked at the Thunder media availability Friday. I understand the question, obviously, but there is no comment right now, said Giddey. Giddey is a third-year guard for the Thunder and emerged as a potential All-Star last season with 28 double-doubles and 5 triple-doubles.
So, Shirley, what you just said about this Josh Giddey person, that's some pretty crazy things, if I may say so.
I have to agree. I had to drop the accent on that one.
I just think it's pretty crazy. I mean, especially his little press conference thing that he had where he said, I have no comment. I don't know. Maybe there's people in his ear telling him what to say, but you know.
Probably. I mean, it's all PR, but at the same time, that shows guilt in my eyes.
Well, that's all we have. I'm Cletus Johnson.
Thank y'all. Next time. Hello, welcome to TUTV. I'm Shirley Temple.
And I'm Mary Beth Smith. Today we have some entertainment news that I think is quite the berry, so we'll go ahead and get right into the stories. Cinematograph enthusiasts are abuzz this November with the latest serial adventure gracing the silver screen, The Steel Trail. This high-octane production, directed by the renowned William Duncan, who also stars as the daring Bruce Boyd, offers a thrilling experience across its 15 chapters. The latest chapters, The Flight on the Cliff, The Torturing Bridge, and Between Two Fires, released on the 5th, 12th, and 19th of November, respectively, have captivated audiences with their riveting plots and breathtaking cinematography. The Universal Pictures Corporation's spectacle promises to keep moviegoers on the edge of their seats.
The esteemed Nobel Prize in Literature for the year 1923 has been awarded to the illustrious Irish poet and dramatist William Butler Yeats. Recognized for his always inspired poetry, which is a highly artistic form, gives expression to the spirit of the whole nation, says Yeats. Receipt of his prestigious accolade has been lauded by literary circles worldwide. As the first Irish literate in literature, his works continue to captivate and inspire global audiences.
Radio broadcasting marked a significant milestone this month of November 1923. To manage the burgeoning number of radio stations and improve signal clarity, the U.S. Department of Commerce allocated most frequencies between 550 kHz and 1,350 kHz for broadcast use in May 1923. This change is crucial for today's radio evolution, hopefully paving the way for clearer broadcast and more diverse programming. It is a transformative period for radio, shaping it into a powerful medium we recognize today.
The musical landscape of New York City has been enriched this past October with the premiere of the African-American musical Running Wild at the New Colonial Theater, featuring the legendary comedy duo Miles and Lyles. Broadway has also welcomed several notable theatrical productions this November. A Love Scandal opened on November 17th, A Royal Fandango on November 12th, An Enemy of the People on November 20th, Dumb Bell on November 26th, and Enough Stupidity in Every Wise Man on November 20th, adding rich variety and drama to New York's famed theater district.
In the world of jazz, the legendary King Oliver and his Creole Jazz Band continued to make waves in November of this year. Their innovative sound, featuring the brilliant cornet play of Oliver and young Louis Armstrong, was captivating audiences and defining the jazz era. Their performances this month resonate with the improvisational brilliance and rhythmic complexities of jazz, were a testament to the growing influence of this uniquely American musical form.
So, Marianne, with Christmas coming up, are you excited for any presents?
Oh, absolutely, especially with that story about the radio. I'm trying to purchase a new one myself. It would just be the cat's pajamas. But what about you, Roma?
I don't know. I'm not looking for anything specific. Maybe a nice new drink to hit the market.
Oh, what were you thinking?
I just love ginger ale, and I love those garnished cherries. I think it'd be good.
What would you call that if you put it together? Maybe after yourself, right?
Maybe it has to be after myself, yeah.
Shirley Temple.
I think that would be it.
I think that would be a hit.
Is that fitting?
Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. So good night, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are.
Adventure!
Hey, Frank.
Yes, Bobby?
I'm gonna fail my calc class if I don't do well on this final. So can you help me study, please?
You don't need to study for a final exam. We could just go to the test bank and withdraw the same test from last year, so you could just memorize every answer and get an A.
Wait, a test bank? So how exactly does this work?
It's easy. If you know someone who's taken the class before you, you could just ask them for the test they took from a previous semester at the test bank. Here, let me show you. Everybody get down, this is a robbery!
Frank, what are you doing?
Bobby, this is the only way you're gonna pass your Calc 1 class. Fill this bag with previous Calc 1 exams. I have a banana and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh my jolly green giant. We're gonna have to call Brad Carson.
So, wait, this is an emergency and you called me instead of campus security?
Well, yes, that is correct.
And you don't see a problem with that?
No, not really.
Well, me and Goldie are having an underwater adventure to find the lost city of Atlantis with Snoop Dogg. So, you need to call campus security.
Oh, well, wow, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
So why didn't you do that in the first place?
Well, you see, you gave me your number at the beginning of the semester, and you told me to call you whenever I needed anything, and, this seems like a scenario where I need something. And it's also a way to shoehorn you into the plot of your own show.
Wait, what show?
Brad Carson Adventures.
Oh, you're right. You mean the show that even Brad Carson doesn't watch.
Yes, that is correct.
I'm gonna hang up now, so you can stop breaking the fourth wall.
That's a good idea.
That's it for this semester. Tune in next year for more of whatever this is.
Well, campus security is on their way. Let's just hope they get here before the episode ends.
Well, hello and welcome back. So, Joseph, you told me off screen that you wrote those sports stories. Now, can you tell me, I've never heard of this football team, the Golden Hurricane. Thank you for bringing your 2023 sports into 1923.
Of course. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, as you can see behind us, is our school's. I would never thought I would be explaining
Now,
this
isn't that
on
novel?
TUTV. We went 4-8 this year after hiring a Ohio State's offensive coordinator.
Now, I wouldn't know what any of that means because, as you said, I don't have rights.
That
must mean I don't have a brain.
I didn't realize that we were going to take this as seriously as we did. I thought we were just dressing up and it would be kind of like a fun little. I didn't realize we were all going to be talking in transcontinental accent.
No, Joseph, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. We're in 1923. He's so silly.
I'm having so much fun.
Joe loves time traveling back 100 years ago, since we are in 2023.
We are
supposedly.
in 2023. But yeah, so you're gonna have to update me on the stories that were told, because I didn't know anything that was going on.
You mean you haven't heard about radio broadcasting?
No, I'm more like the governor of Oklahoma that was.
You haven't heard about that? I mean, it's all over the news. Haven't you picked up a paper?
No. Unless it was in the Collegian, which you guys should write for. I think everybody who's watching this should write for the Collegian.
I thought you were in 2023. And
we are
you
in
read
2023.
I thought that was
a
a
Tulsa
1923
newspaper called
thing.
the Collegian. The Collegian, you should write for the Collegian. You get $10 per paper, and that's how I took over TUTV.
You took over TUTV?
I took over TV with my Collegian article. Okay, I want to finish this show. It was such a pleasure to dress up in 1920s clothing and watch all of my favorite cast members talk in stupid accents.
It was such a pleasure to have you joining us 100 years ago, Joseph. It was a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure, always.
We will see you later. Thank you for joining us.
I want to go home.